took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And made it sit there. I'm in the coupe by myself. I had that kicker though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'll throw it. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and 10, give to Harris. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing it on second down. To the right, he's got to Slaw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons break the tie here in the first. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. From the gun, they go with Harris. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Looking in the air here. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Gets it to the 15. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Back to throw. Has it in close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions trim the lead to 1. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running back motions right. Penix here from the gun. Jump off caught by his back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of 1. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
He has it at the 22. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to the well again. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, it's Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. He's at the 30. The 10. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second-quarter lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave. But eventually, some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well, because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd down pass play coming. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 out of that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, play action. Rolling out to his left. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Back now, pressure coming. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
If you want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hand off to the back. We're ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. It doesn't get much easier than this. Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Buys time, rolling right. He's taking a shot. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 37 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. From the red zone on 1st. Finds him over the middle. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Back to throw on 1st and 10. To the right, he's got to Sloan. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Even 5 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Lions cut the lead down to 4. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right up the gut. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They gain 11 on that play, and the Lions have a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Connects on the crosser. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. He's going to keep this one. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. And This drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Penix now on 1st down. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one complete to Pitts. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, here's Penix. Buying some time left. From the left side, here he goes, deep middle. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. Drake London with the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Penix working from the gun. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Penix now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, Falcons.
Play fake. Penix. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Breaks the tackle. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So we're through 3 here. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. We've set it downs from 37.
37-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing on seconds. That one's complete, right side. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
To the air on 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Back-to-back carries here. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Pass play coming here. Into traffic, complete! And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Downfield is fine, safe ground. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing it on second down. And he put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 10. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He gets it headed right. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
He falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On first down, they'll run. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Falcons put up even more points in a win.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Shoots away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Throwing now on first down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Looking to throw here. Complete left side. It's just long. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're drawing up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on.